Hello everybody, this is Katje, and this is the first time I've spoken in any of my videos. Before I say anything else, I'd like to give a special welcome to all the people who subscribe to my channel, and especially to Nina and to Annabelle and to Erica, who have really inspired me with their cross-dressing and other transgender, transsexual issues. I really appreciate the wonderful example that they've given, because it helps me, I feel, to make progress on this path that I'm pursuing, and that makes me very happy. I am wearing this Forever 21 dress. I call it my Earth Girl dress, and I also have this very nice Kate Spade purse. So I really do enjoy wearing these wonderful fashions and working on my makeup and hair. I know I have a lot of work to do because I haven't really been doing this for very long in real life, but I want to talk a little bit about tonight how I felt for a long time, because even though I haven't been cross-dressing for a long time, I have thought about it, and it has been something that I've wanted to do. And so I'd like to share a little bit of my experience with you tonight, just by way of information. I'm not trying to say that this is how it has to go for everybody. I'm not trying to make any kind of generalization, but I'm simply trying to share some of my experiences with you, and maybe it will help you, I hope, if you are interested in pursuing this path. Maybe it will help you in your own lives and your own experience. And so let me start by saying that I grew up in a very traditional Southern culture in the United States. It was quite some time ago when I was a very young person there in high school. And so it was a very hard time because homosexuality, gayness wasn't even accepted, let alone any kind of cross-dressing or any kind of transsexuality or transgender experience. And please be patient with me. Every now and then I have to adjust the tint on my screen. So anyway, when I was growing up, those things were all very frowned upon in the culture, but I was a gay person. I was born male, and so I was a gay person at that time, and even on that front it was very difficult. But I also was interested very much in femininity and the beauty of women. It's something that I want to come back to in just a little bit. The problem for me at that time was, at least up to a point, is that the images of the feminine and femininity that I knew were things, a lot of them were things out of the 1950s and even the late 1940s, sort of like very traditional, very conventional images of femininity. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people may be very drawn to that even today, and that's fine, but it didn't really appeal to me because it wasn't something that I could really relate to. So one thing that really helped me though, and as some of you who've been following my video series may know, I'm very interested in New Wave culture, and I often call myself a New Wave girl, because I felt like with some of the fashions and the styles that emerged in the New Wave movement in the 1980s, that that was a model of femininity that I could really relate to, and I felt like then I was able to let my feminine side come out more in that way, and that worked for me. It might not work for everybody. It may be that some of the things that didn't appeal to me earlier would work for some people. It may work for some of you, but it didn't really work for me. It wasn't until I began to see some of those fashions and styles from the 1980s that I really felt that, well, this is something that I could express myself through, and it meant a great deal to me. So eventually I began to dress in styles and fashions that, although not exclusively from that time, were very much influenced by it because I felt comfortable with that. There was something else that I wanted to say today, and maybe in another video I can talk some more about this later, but I, as a gay person, as a gay man, born at least as a man naturally, that I'm attracted to other men, and I've been in a wonderful relationship with a man for many, many years, and so I'm very happy about that. But I also like to express that through my femininity. So one thing that was very puzzling to me when I was a young person was that on the one hand, I identified as a gay person, and yet on the other hand, I felt myself very attracted to watching scenes, to be honest, of women having sexual relations with each other in a lesbian situation. Now, I personally am not interested in having sexual relations with women. There's nothing obviously wrong with that, it's just not my preference. But initially I was very puzzled by that. Why am I, or was I, as a young person who at the time was gay and manifesting as gay, why would I be interested in this kind of sexual relationship or this kind of attraction between people? Sorry, I have to adjust that again. And I think that eventually it became clear to me because there was a part of me that wanted to express myself as a woman and as a girl. And so even though I was and am gay, a gay man, but that kind of experience, seeing those images, maybe made it clear to me that there was this other side of me that needed to be expressed, this more feminine side that I wanted to express, and that now I'm trying to express and learning from others, like some of the people that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. And so a lot of that didn't make sense to me for a long time until I realized that I was someone very interested in cross-dressing and in manifesting myself as a girl or as a woman, even though my primary sexual attraction is to other men. And so all of that kind of made sense when I finally realized that I was interested in living as a cross-dresser, or not all of my life, but certainly a lot of it, experiencing that side of my life. And so I just wanted to share that. I hope I didn't go on too long, but it's something very important to me. And again, I don't want to try to tell other people how they should pursue this, and maybe some people aren't interested in it. That's okay, I understand. But I'm simply trying to share my experience, and maybe that will help you think more about your experience and maybe how you would relate to some of these questions, or how you would try to express your feminine side if you have that, or maybe if you were a woman and you want to express your masculine side. That's also something that I think is more prevalent today, and it's a good thing, because when I was young, I think a lot of young people who may be watching this, I hope, it's maybe important to share with them that, you know, this kind of openness, as many problems as there are with being a cross-dresser or transsexual or transgender, there's more openness to these kinds of issues today, to these issues, than there was a long time ago. And so whatever other problems we have, at least we have more opportunity on that front. And so I hope that that will help you as you approach this, or however you want to live your life, as long as you are kind and not hurting other people. I think that you should do what you think is right and what feels right, and be honest with people. One of the things that my family and my parents taught me was to be honest, and so a lot of my videos, I hope, will be about honesty, both as how I present myself, I hope, and the things that I have to say. But anyway, thank you for being patient, and thank you for watching my videos It means a great deal to me. And again, thank you to those people that I mentioned at the beginning who've been so inspirational to me as a cross-dresser in trying to follow this path. I still have a lot to learn. I don't have everything figured out, obviously. I'm still working on it. But I think it has enriched my life, and I hope that it will enrich your life if you decide to pursue it. So thank you for your attention, and I hope that everybody has a good night, and I look forward to talking to you more about some of these things next time. Bye-bye.